We had too many questions. Too many. And I told you that by asking questions, I can answer all of them, I think so. But I cannot guarantee that if I answer you, that means I can give you awakening. It's not guaranteed that way. So if you want to have your realization, and if there is any problem that stands between that realization and yourself, then it is better you should ask me some question. It's much better to save time.
Is rising the Kundalini dangerous?
Not at all. Kundalini is your mother. She is your individual mother. And she looks after you. She knows everything about you. She's taped everything that you have been doing, you have been desiring. She knows everything about it. And she's anxiously waiting to give you your second birth. As your mother took up upon herself all the labor pains, she takes all the troubles upon herself. We have had so many people. I have never seen anyone getting into trouble. This myth has been created by people who are money oriented, I think, who wanted to frighten you so that you don't go to reality and pay them well.
Could you define Kundalini?
Huh?
Could you define Kundalini?
Yesterday I did. You came today only, madam? Oh, I see. Kundalini is a power, as I told you, is a residual power, is the fourth power within us, which resides in the triangular bone in 3.5 coil. And it rises through 6 centers, subtle centers. This is the power of your pure desire. All other desires are impure because they are never satiable in general. The only desire that is pure is to be one with the divine. आप सिख है ना? हाँ, उसमें सुरती कहते हैं, सुरती का होगा, सिरती चढ़े कमान, जिसे सुरती कहते हैं, हाँ वही कुंडलिनी। नानक साहब is described as सुरती. Kabira especially has described it as Surti. But imagine human beings how they are. Kabira was born in Bihar. Most of his work was in Bihar. Later on he went to Punjab. And in Bihar they call tobacco as Surti. Yes, in Bihar they do. It's very surprising to call tobacco as Surti. So many things of Granth Sahib can only be understood when you get your self-realization, otherwise you cannot. He said it, Kahe re ban khoj na jaye, sada nivasi sada ale pato he sang samay. Kahe nanak bina apa chine mite na brahma ki kai. What is this apa? Is yourself. He is the one who has done the tremendous work on this. Tremendous work on Kundalini. All of them. Namdeva. Even to think of them is great. Yeah, this is the first temptation you have. I agreed with you that it starts giving you ego if you are not fully developed in Sahaja Yoga. This is the first temptation, I know that. People become very creative. It has happened to many Sahaja Yogis I have seen. They became very creative. They started producing a lot of potteries and things, and started producing beautiful paintings. There was one Australian lady, she produced very beautiful paintings, and she got world fame and all that. An ego blasted her completely. And she came to see me in Perth. I found such heat coming out of her like a cancer patient, absolutely like a cancer patient. And then if you tell her you have got ego, they don't like it, because they are so egoistic. That's why. That's why you have to take the Kundalini always up there. You shouldn't be satisfied. See, that's the slipping point sometimes. So be careful. Be careful. Now look at these artists. They are so simple. Our attention should be what have I attained in Sahaja Yoga. Is my spiritual ascent. This is just a temptation, one of the temptations that people have. But that's not so important. Now for these artists, the most important thing is just to play for me, that's all.
Planning would be?
You say we shouldn't plan too much.
Yeah.
Could you explain that? Because obviously we need to plan a little.
You see, if you are in Sahaja Yoga and you meditative mood, if you are in a meditative mood, and if you are in Sahaja Yoga, then you just don't plan. Because you know the planning is already done for you. I know that if you take the name of airport, only airport to take the name, and most of the men will start jumping. They'll go at least 1 hour earlier than reporting time. The aeroplane is not going to fly out, you see. But a fear that it may fly out. Now, if you are a Sahaja Yogi, and if you are going for catching a plane, say example, you should know what time you have to leave, and you leave at that time, you reach there in time. You don't have to see watch all the time, you will just leave at that time, exactly at that time you leave. But also if you are a little late, the plane would be for you. But you don't want to be unkind. And the Param Chaitanya looks after you. You just remember you have to go now, you leave that time. It is so simple. But to believe that somebody else is planning us is beyond our ego. What's it?
Says if he
As if he has to leave the planning of his life to someone else, he is denying his own individuality. He's denying the fact that he creates his own life if he leaves the planning.
That's a good one. In a way, it's good. Why do you want to have this kind of a feeling that you are creating the world? Nobody is creating. You can't even create even a grain of clay. No, you can't. You can't create anything. What's he saying?
He says he's creating his own experience now just by raising his right hand or his left hand.
Huh? You see, you have to be a little deeper to understand the significance, and also to have faith in yourself. That supposing you become connected with the divine power. Now, so I'll tell you what. Supposing you see a television, all right? The television is connected to the main stair, all right? Now, you want to see Shakespeare, for example. That's your plan. But there's another plan there going on. And when you open, it's not Shakespeare, it's something else. So what do? You lose your identity. it's all right for him. All right, you follow my advice and you will see what I'm saying. All right? Now just give it a chance. Give it a chance. First of all, get your realization and give it a chance. All right? Huh.
Sorry, you have to speak up a little.
What did she say?
What is the best way to go towards self-realization?
That's what we are going to do, all right? It's a very good question. You just wait. After all these questions are over, we'll have that.
I can understand and accept that a lot of disease and illness is caused from eating too much or some problem in themselves. What I find difficult to understand is what causes that in young children, like diabetes in young children, and how can we help young children?
He says he understands why
Caused.
our own actions cause imbalances in ourselves, but how about young children? How do these diseases get caused in young children?
Now, for example, a mother is a very busy lady. When the child is there, she's doing all kinds of work and thinking too much, running too much, or the father is doing that. That has an effect on the child. You see, human beings are delicately made. I mean, in ancient times, if a woman was to have a baby, she used to take it very easy. And she used to read something spiritual. She used to be thinking about her child and feeling that motherhood within herself. But the mother doesn't think of the child. She just thinks she has to today go for hairdo, or she has to do something facelifting or something like that. Well, I don't know much about these things, but that's what I've seen. It's too much of superficiality. And this has killed the beauty even of romance, you'll be surprised. Absolutely, it's absurd. These hairdressers have ruined the beauty of women in the way, because somebody likes one particular type of hairdress, he falls in love with the hairdress. Now she changes her hairdress, he wants to have a divorce with her. So superficial attachments to superficial things. There's no deeper attachment to innate, something so natural. Artificial things cannot lead us anywhere. They can never give us joy. Absolutely.
Is wanting realization.
Good, good, good. Now what is she wanting here, this lady? That's what I'm going to do. I'm very happy. That part you just forget, the rest of it. Is there any other question? Oh, let's see.
Mother, during your ministry, will we see a time when most of the world will have their realization?
Will we see a time when most of the world has its realization?
Hope so. Hope so. I would say that's my dream. I wish that happens. I am actually desireless, but your desires work. If you desire, it's the other way round. It's not thy will be done, but it's thy will be done. If you desire, it will happen. It will happen.
is it wrong to want to desire a family and have unity in a family and to enjoy
Not
the
at all.
normal pleasures of life?
I mean, we are marrying so many people. It's not at all. It's the best thing to have a family and children. But not to get involved so much into your family that you forget your ascent. How many times you were married in previous lives and how many children you have had in previous lives? Now this is the time for your ascent. And your family should be complementary. If it is not complementary, it's not going to help you. It is your choice, your free will. If you want to get dissolved into your own children and your family only and not to have any ascent, nobody can force you. Go ahead with it. But this time is important. This is an important time. Of course you have to have family. Of course you have to get married. You have to lead a very normal life. Nothing abnormal. But if somebody is too much attached to the family, forgets his own ascent, then I think he is missing the point. That is the most important thing in life. Yes, please.